I know the man. He was indeed in Liar's service and is still the most trusted of the herdsmen.
I ask you first, Corinthian stranger, is this the man you mean?
He is the very man.
Look at me, old man. Answer my questions. Were you ever in Laius' service?
I was. Not a bought slave, but reared up in the house.
What was your work, your manner of life?
For the best part of my life, I have tended flocks.
Where, mainly?
Mount Katiron, or its neighborhood.
Did you ever meet this man here?
What man do you mean?
This man. Do you remember meeting him?
I cannot recall him to mind.
There's little wonder in that, master, but I will bring back his memory. You and I lived side by side on Mount Katiron. I had but one flock, you had two. For 3 full half years we lived there, from spring to autumn, and every winter I drove my flock to my own fold, and you drove yours to the fold of Laius. Well, is that right? Was it not so?
True enough, though it was long ago.
Come now, tell me, do you remember giving me a boy to raise as my own foster child?
What are you saying? Why do you ask me that?
Look upon this man, my friend. He is the child you gave me.
A plague upon you! Cannot you hold your tongue?
Do not blame him, old man. Your own words are more blamable.
And how have I offended, master?
In not telling of the boy he asks of.
He speaks from ignorance and does not know what he is saying.
If you will not speak with a good grace, you shall be made to speak.
Do not hurt me. For the love of God, I am an old man.
Someone there, tie his hands behind his back.
Alas, wherefore? What more would you learn?
Did you give this man the child he speaks of?
I did. Would I had died that day.
Well, you may come to that unless you speak the truth.
Much more am I lost if I speak.
What would the fellow make more delay?
No! I said before that I gave it to him.
How did you come by it? Your own child? Or another?
It was not my own child. I had it from another.
From any of these here? From what house?
Do not ask any more, master, for the love of God.
Do not ask if I have to question you again.
It was a child from the house of Laius.
A slave? Or one of his own race?
Alas, I am on the edge of dreadful words.
And I of hearing. Yet here I must.
It was said to have been his own child. But your lady within can tell you of these things best.
How? It was she that gave it to you?
Yes, King.
To what end?
That I should make away with it.
Her own child?
Yes. From fear of evil prophecies.
What prophecies?
That he would kill his father.
Why then did you give him up to this old man?
Through pity, master. Believing that he would carry him to whatever land he himself had come from. But he saved him for dreadful misery. For if you are what this man says, you
are the most miserable of all men. All brought to pass, all truth. Now, O light, may I look my last upon you, having been found accursed in bloodshed, accursed in marriage, and in my coming into the world.